Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community and 7 questions with Emmy.
Welcome back to 7 Questions with Emmy. Today I'm super excited. I'm interviewing people my age. Today I'm talking with the stars of new Apple TV series, Jane, inspired by the work of Dr. Jane Goodall. Ava Louise plays Jane and Mason plays David. I got to watch a few episodes before its premiere date with my family, and we really enjoyed it. I actually decided to do my class project on endangered animals after watching it. Before we get started, can you tell me a little bit about the new series? What is Jane about?
Jane is about a 9-year-old environmentalist who is very passionate about saving the environment and saving animals. So she goes on imaginary missions with her best friend, David, played by Mason, and her toy chimpanzee, Graybeard. And basically what they do on those missions is they find out cool facts about endangered animals and how to save them and how to save the environment.
Okay, this one's for both of you. What was your favorite Jane episode to film?
Mine was definitely the shark episode. I liked all the episodes. They were all so fun to film. So I can't really choose. But I'm just going to talk about the shark episode. It was amazing to film because we actually got to go scuba diving, in Shark Tank in the actual ocean, which was really cool. And before that, we had to train to get to go in the water, which was really cool. And underwater, we saw so much jellyfish and this really cool fish called a mola mola or a sunfish.
That's cool. What about you, Ava? Louise?
My favorite episode, I have so many favorites. They're all super good. But one of my favorites is the Golden Crown Flying Fox episode because they can be found in the Philippines. And my mom is from the Philippines and I am half Filipino. Also, we got to film with a drone and it was super cool, running with the drone and pretending that the drone was the flying fox. And when I watched back the footage, it was super good quality. And also there was a lot of funny scenes with David when the flying fox was on his back. That was super funny.
Yeah. Mason, this one's for you. How did you get your start in acting?
Well, I got my start in acting when I was a young kid because I had already tried out soccer and baseball and stuff like that, and I didn't really like those kinds of things. And then my mom sent me up for theater camp, and I loved it. It was it was just my thing. And then I asked my mom one day, "Hey, Mom, can I do this but on TV?" And then she was like, okay." So and then she signed me up for acting classes, and that's when I realized that I really enjoyed it, and that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I actually I started theater, I guess I should say. I did a summer theater camp last year, and I've been obsessed with acting also.
Yeah, that's how I got started.
Ava Louise, this one's for you. So, did you guys get to film with real animals for Jane? And if so, what was your favorite animal to film with?
It would have been super amazing if we did get to film with real animals, but it was all CGI and they actually looked so real because so much hard work was put into it. And I actually did get to see real animals though when we were traveling in Africa. I actually saw a leopard and a lion family, which was super cool because they were eating the insides of a zebra.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
This one's for both of you. What did you guys learn filming this series?
I learned a lot of scientific names because each episode there is a scientific name. I also learned a lot of Jane Goodall quotes. Also, I learned a lot of ways that we can protect the environment and save animals.
That's really cool. Oh, and then Mason?
Yeah, I learned lots from the show. I learned lots of animal facts. I learned more about Jane Goodall because I knew about her a little bit before the show, but during the show, I learned so much about her, which was really cool.
Ava Louise, do you have a dream role that you would like to play?
I actually do. I have always wanted to be in a action movie, like Marvel, or maybe even Avatar or a comedy. That would be fun.
Mason, if you could work with any actor, who would you choose?
Well, I would choose The Rock because he would be super funny to film with. and we can do the eyebrow just like each other.
Yeah. This one's for both of you guys. What is the hardest part about working in show business?
I think the hardest part is probably balancing school and friends and family while also being on set because I did get tutored on set, but when I get tutored, I always have to go back on set and then tutor for 5 minutes, go back on set. So that can be a little hard balancing that. But thankfully, we did shoot in Toronto, so I was able to see my family on the weekend.
For me, the hardest part about the show business is um where it's like I love acting. It's what I do, but I can't always control if I book a job or not. So there can be these long periods of time, in between when I have a job or not. So that's like kind of the hardest because you're just you're doing other things. And yeah, that's one of my tips for like other actors is you want to have like other hobbies, not just acting, because you need them for like when you're waiting or on set or if you're not doing it. And I know that auditions and acting classes are like acting, but it's not the same as if you were acting on set.
Now it's time for some bonus questions. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. This is for both of you guys. So I live in Idaho and we are known for our potatoes. Have you ever been here and what's your favorite way to have a potato?
I have never been to Idaho, but hopefully I can in the future. But I am Canadian, so my favorite way to have a potato is poutine, and poutine is basically just fries with cheese curds and gravy, and it's super good. It's a great Canadian dish.
We actually have them at the state fair here.
Nice.
That's cool.
About you, Mason?
For me, I've never been to Idaho, but I really want to, and I think that would be really cool if I got to travel there one day. And my favorite way to eat a potato is mashed because I love butter, and you get to put extra butter on mashed potatoes.
We have an Idaho Spuddy Buddy. So we're known for our potatoes, and we have this little Spuddy Buddy, and it says like Idaho potatoes, and yeah. So you guys should definitely come, and we should meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mason, this is for you. And Jane, it looks like you got to film in a lot of locations, even in the water. What was your favorite place to visit?
Well, my favorite place to visit was definitely Kenya, Africa, because like Ava said, we got to see so many animals, like zebras, lions, giraffes, leopards, and many, many others. Oh yeah, not to mention monkeys. But yeah, I really loved Africa. It was so fun. We were lucky enough to go on 2 safaris, which was like a really big deal. It's really cool.
That sounds so amazing. Okay, and Ava, sadly it's the last question, and this one's for you, Ava. You got to FaceTime a lot of cool people at the end of each episode. Did you have one that really stuck out to you?
All of them were extremely inspiring, but I really loved the monarch butterfly expert, Patrick, because his parents immigrated from the Philippines, and my mom and my Lola and Lolo, grandma and grandpa, also migrated from the Philippines. So I thought that was really inspiring. And that he also is from Canada. And I also thought it was cool that he originally wanted to be a cop, but he fell in love with nature and decided to research monarch butterflies.
Thank you guys so much for talking with me today.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Make sure that you watch Jane because it was so amazing. And you'll see Mason and Ava Louise.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks so much for watching. Remember, new 7 questions interviews are posted every Thursday. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Love you guys. Bye! Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community, and 7 questions with Emmy.